Hey, what's up everybody? Holmes here and welcome back to more Dark Souls 2. No death, no bonfire run. Yeah. Okay, so last time we left off on defeating the three sentinels. Now today we're gonna be I'm gonna attempt to take out the lost center. So I'm gonna have to get through the whole Bastille without freaking dying on NG plus. Um Right here, I was just checking if the mummy guy followed me back up because there was a mummy guy on the side before we head up on the stairs. So I was just wondering if he followed me up, but apparently he didn't, and I don't think he does. So I was just paranoid. Yeah, I didn't want to die. I didn't want to get whacked from behind and screw up my run. That would have been a pain. So right here, we gonna want to deal with these little mummy guys, okay? So best way to deal with them, is just to attack them right before they attack. Make sure you don't get hit by their attack because it does a crap ton of damage. They look all weak and crap, but they hit like a freaking truck, okay? So be careful. And here there's two of them. Got them both with one swing, so that was pretty nice. And right here, I decided to aggro this guy because I didn't want him to get all butthurt when I get upstairs, and like he does a sneak attack on me and I didn't know, so I just decided to take him out here so he won't be able to pull some sneaky shit when I get up. So yeah, that's with that. Taking out these two guys. We don't need straight in this run, so well, we can't even attune anything, so there's no point, you know, because like there's no bonfire obviously, so we can't attune our magic. I don't know what I'm checking here. I think I was checking for a good fire resistance shield or a good magic resistance shield, because there's gonna be an NG plus. The sinner is gonna have like 2 pyromancy phantoms with her, and it's gonna be a bit of a pain because they'll start casting, so that's gonna be the tough part during this fight. And right here, this soldier followed me, so I'm like, okay. But apparently he doesn't follow you all the way here to the fog gate area, so I didn't want to take any chances. I didn't want him to do a sneak attack on me while I'm dealing with the enemies inside, so I just decided to take him out with my crossbow here. Now moving on inside, there's gonna be 3 soldiers up top. If you just chillax right here, those soldiers will eventually drop down. One is gonna drop all the way to the first floor, as you guys saw there. Dispatch this guy quickly. A third one finally came down, and then dispatch that guy. And now this top area is clear. All the other soldiers are just downstairs, so we're just gonna try and cheese it and gonna inch forward a bit more. Okay, we're getting them. Be careful because they do shoot arrows at you too, so if you're not careful, you're gonna take one to the face. Okay, so I'm just cheesing as much soldiers as I can here. Okay. Yeah, you want to be careful while using up your iron bolts or your heavy bolts, because if you want to buy infinite amount of them, you're gonna have to do this really dangerous jump from the iron keep. You're gonna have to do this dangerous jump to get the dull ember, and that will let you light up the bonfire in this area to Macduff, and he'll sell you infinite amount of the iron bolts or heavy bolts, whatever. Yeah, but it's a real pain to get back because you're gonna have to go back to Majula unless you light the bonfire here, which will be a really bad idea because that'll be a checkpoint. Yeah, the bonfire that you light, okay, that's gonna be a checkpoint, so make sure you don't light any bonfire except for primal bonfire, because those won't be checkpoints. So the only bonfire you can light is without making it a checkpoint, it's primal bonfires. Any other bonfire like regular bonfires, if you light that and if you use a homer bone or your feather, you're gonna respawn back to the latest bonfire you lit, so you want to be really careful for that. And right here I decided to take one out. I was testing and see how much damage I do, and I don't do much damage against these guys, so I was kind of regretting this decision. I'm like, I don't know if I should really be taking on these guys. So yeah, I don't know. But you could backstab these guys though. But they hit pretty fucking hard too. So you wanna be really careful for. I don't even know what they're called. The malform enemies, because they drop malform weapons like shields, claws. Okay, got a backstab. I don't really do that much damage, so I am a bit worried here for these guys. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, because I kind of want to clear out the enemies before summoning Lucatiel, but because I want Lucatiel to survive during the road to the boss, because I don't want her to die, because I need her to make the boss fight a lot easier. But I don't have the red eye ring here, so I can't use that to my advantage. And right here you want to be really careful about those mummy guys, because they have fucked me over in the past when I was attempting to do no death, no bonfire. And yeah, they just blew up on my face and I took like massive fucking damage here. Alright, coming down here, you want to pull this little switch here. When the gate opens, you want to make a beeline for this part. There's a chance that your phantom might get caught behind. If that shit does happen, you're gonna want to go back and save her, okay? And that's exactly what's happening now. I'm like, oh shit, what's happening? Look at you. Yeah, those freaking mummy guys is gonna give. Ooh, I almost freaking flew off the walkway here. Yeah, if your phantom decided to stay back and fight, you're gonna want to help her, because she's gonna take a shitload of damage. Like half of her health is gone now. So, but that's why we have the great healing, because you can use this to heal your phantoms. But the stupid asshole right here freaking walked away from the heal. I'm like, oh my god, you need to survive this, girl. Stand the fuck still, so we can use a heal on you. I believe that's my last heal too. So, I'm trying to like back her up into like a corner, and I thought she would have stayed still, but she's stupid. Look, she backed up again. I'm like, why are you doing this? You know, so if your phantom gets hurt, it's best if you trap her in a corner and then heal her, or else she'll be dodging your freaking heals like crazy. It's really annoying too. God. Okay, so I am trying to. Oh, I put on the sunlight altar ring because it boosts up your miracles. So yeah, I mean the damage of your miracles. So that's why I have it on. So my miracle will hit a tad bit harder. And right here, I thought I had the lock on the sinner, so I didn't pay attention to her attacks. And apparently it wasn't locked on yet, so I tried to move to the side and ended up taking the hit. So that was kind of a bitch. Okay, right here I'm just using my sunlight spears, trying to put as much damage in as possible. But don't focus too much on the center, because we got these phantoms here, and I'm just gonna use a great lightning spear and take them out in one shot. Now I'm gonna try and take out the phantom, but the sinner is not gonna let me. She's gonna like mess with me. So I'm like, oh crap. Okay, the sinner wants me dead. And right there, I was trying to help out Lucatiel. The lock-on keeps breaking. And it doesn't matter if I waste a great lightning spear there. I will replenish my miracles after each primal boss fights. So yeah, and I think I have more than enough to clear the game with my current strategies to replenish my miracles after each major boss fights. So right here I'm just keeping my distance. Don't want to get too close to her. I believe I ran out of... Oh no, I just used it. Okay, I just used the Emmet Force to finish him off. Well, finish her off before people correct me again. You will not believe how much people are telling me a lost sinner is a girl. I didn't know at first. Okay, the game was barely out. And when you read her soul, it apparently says she, so I didn't read her soul, so I didn't know it was a girl. It has a freaking beard, so I was just assuming it's a dude. But it's a girl. Yes, I get it. It's a girl. Don't mention it. It's a girl. Stop mentioning it. I know. So right there we got the first primal boss down, and We lit one primal bonfire. If you have enough souls you collected on NG, if you have enough souls that you collected, and then you can like, if you consume it on NG plus, and then you got 2 million souls, you can skip all the freaking primal bosses. Okay, you can go like straight to the Shrine of Winters. That's how awesome it is. I could consume all the boss souls, but I didn't want to, because I figured some people might want to keep them. You know, I didn't want people to be bitching at me going like, oh, why'd you consume all the souls? So yeah, I'm not gonna consume any boss souls, but if you guys don't want them, you guys can consume them. So if you want to skip more bosses, you can probably skip them. I believe if you consume all the souls together, you get around like 400k souls, or maybe 500k. But you need 2 million for NG plus. Okay, right here I'm just talking to Lycia so she can open up that door to the Huntsman's Copse. But I do not end up going there. I just open it up for the hell of it, because I didn't want to go through the trouble of asking her to open that shit up again. So now that's done. Next area, I was kind of debating which way I should go here, and I realized I didn't open up the door for the blacksmith yet, so that's what I'm gonna do. But we cannot spawn him into inside the workshop just yet, because we can't rest any bonfire, so he doesn't spawn right away. We have to exit the area and then come back in order for him to be working as a blacksmith, because now he's just sitting outside crying about not being able to get into his workshop. But I'm pretty sure he can climb that fucking thing. There's a lot of cracks and there's like a lot of holes there. I don't know why he can't just freaking climb the thing. But yeah, I won't level up because I'm 150 already, so there's no point in me leveling up. You guys can level up if you guys want. I just decided to cap myself at 150. So yeah, you guys can still level up and power up your character even more, so this run will be even easier. But I'm not gonna do that because I don't know. I am crazy like that. I like to make things hard on myself like that. Okay, so I do end up roaming around a bit in Majula, thinking which way I should go. Like, should I go Huntsman's Copse? Should I go to the Shaded Forest? But the route I end up taking is the Shaded Forest. I mean, Shaded Woods. Shaded Forest. Shaded Woods. So now we're gonna take out Frazier, and then next, we're gonna try and take out the Iron King. So that's how I'm gonna do this run. Maybe the Rotten. I don't know. Hopefully we have enough souls, because I don't want to go down to the hell pit right there with the freaking poison. Really trying to avoid that area, but if we don't have enough souls to make it to 2 million, we're gonna have to go through that area. So, oh man. Right, you want to chat up Ben Hart here, so he can help you out on the Magus fight. Okay, so after talking to Ben Hart, well, before you unpetrify the chick that's blocking the doorway, you're gonna want to aggro these guys first. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a scope, and I'm gonna use my Emit Force and try to damage one, and I got the damage off there. So the thing about this, like damaging them right now, is if you hit them right now, they'll get pissed. Okay, and they'll all come down after you. But the good thing about this strategy is, if you attempt to open a door that's in front of your character, like across the room here, you see that door on the far side. If you try to open up that door without killing these guys, the moment you pull the lever, all the doors that's keeping these guys inside are gonna open. And once that shit happens, these guys are gonna jump down and they're gonna swarm you. So you're gonna have to fight these guys with the door locked. Okay, all the door that we can exit to Ben Hart, that door is gonna be locked if you pull this switch. So that door comes down, and then the door in front of us opens. So the door comes down first, and then all the doors that's keeping the enemy inside are gonna open, and we're gonna have to fight them, like 6 of them inside here. So it's gonna be a real pain. So yeah, that's why I decided to damage one. Once you damage one, they get pissed. All of them just breaks their door, and then they'll come out after you. So and you'll have like a bigger figure out to fight them, so that'll be easier to deal with them without dying. Of course, you could still KO those guys if you guys got a strong enough weapon, but it's just safer to play it the safe way, I guess, because just damaging them will make it a lot easier. Alright, so enough of that. Moving on, we're heading into the shaded woods. Make sure you don't light any bonfire. Make sure you don't rest at any bonfire if you're attempting to do this challenge. I'm just gonna dodge all these guys. Speed running through most enemies. Okay, speed run through these guys. Don't stick around. There's a total of 6 guys behind us now. There's like 3 here, and then there's the 4th one right here. So that's what? That's like 10 enemies right behind us. But just keep running here. They won't follow you, so don't panic. This is the Aldia's keep, so there's no point of going there yet because we can't access that area. Let's see, what am I gonna do here? I believe right here I'm just consuming souls, and let's see how much I can gather up. I was really hoping I get like more than what I did. I think I ended up getting like 300,000 souls in total, I believe. Yeah, I thought that would cut it, but it didn't. I thought like all those like great hero souls I have gathered on NG would like bring me to like 2 million, but I didn't get enough. The best way to farm these souls, if you guys want more, before attempting this run, you guys can farm it on NG. Just keep bonfire asceticing the dragon area, and all the souls will respawn, so you guys can farm it like that. I did that, but it wasn't for the souls. I was doing it for the twinkling titanites, so I can upgrade my weapons and stuff. Because my charm, my chime requires twinkling titanites, and my weapon requires twinkling titanites, so I had to do that so I can get them maxed out, so the run, the no death no bonfire run will be easier. So right here I'm just running past all these enemies in the shaded woods. They won't follow you up, so yeah, they won't follow you up here, so don't worry. Yeah, because some people like will probably think, oh, what happened if they follow me? I better take care of them. Don't do it. You know, they won't follow you. And I believe right here I'm just deciding what I should do to replenish my magic, my miracles. I ended up using a white dusk herb. I think that was a tiny mistake. I should just use the amber herb. But it did replenish my sunlight spear to 3, so I was pretty happy about that. If you use the amber herb, I believe it'll just bring it back up to 2. So yeah. But we're not gonna be dealing with any major bosses here, so well, not until later on. And that'll be Frasier. But she's pretty easy if you guys have the Phantom with you, which you guys could summon. You don't have to do any side quests. The sign's just there. This no death no bonfire run might be easier if you guys have human players with you, but I'm just gonna do it without human players. So for those of you guys that don't like, or your connection is crappy, or you guys don't want to play this online, you guys can just follow this guide, okay? So at this point I'm just checking, I'm like, do I have any shield that blocks magic? Because the boss we're gonna be taking on, it's the Scorpioness Najka, and then she uses a good amount of magic attacks. She has around 3. She has a soul spear, I believe, and she has, I don't know what the other spell is called. It's kind of like crystal soul spear, but it shoots 5 and then it goes from top to bottom. And the last one's like a homing soul mass, so she has those attacks, so you want to be careful. And her physical attack hurts a lot, and you want to be really careful. You want to be really careful about her tail, okay? If you get impaled by this, if you get hit by this, she'll toxic you, and that's really deadly because it'll sap your health like crazy. So you want to be careful when she does her tail attacks. Best time to get some damage in is right after she does her tail stab attack. Right here she's gonna do the homing soul mass, This is easy to avoid if you guys just strafe to one side, to the right, to the left, doesn't matter. Just keep strafing and then that shit will miss. Okay, so we're gonna wait for her to do like a tail attack. You don't want to risk it when she does her little claw combo or her staff combo. Okay, she's gonna do a twin tail attack and get a couple of hits in. You guys could cut off the tail, but there's really no point. Because it doesn't drop anything. I have cut both of them off before. Nothing drops. Okay, so it's pretty pointless. I guess the only point to cutting off her tail is so she can't use it to stab you. And when that happens, when you cut off both tails, then you're safe from toxic, okay? Because that's the only thing that can toxic you. It's if you get impaled by that shit and then she's gonna inject like toxic into your system. It's kind of like poison, but more nastier. It just drains your health way faster. But it does have a meter, so it will go away eventually. Okay, so one tail just got cut off. See, nothing. She doesn't drop anything. If you cut off the other tail, she doesn't drop anything either. So there's no point of cutting off both tails. Okay, just dodge her little staff attack or whatever spear shit. Okay, now she's gonna cast another homing soul mass. I'm like, oh great. I'm just having my shield out right now, just in case if I fuck up on my strafing. Like, if she hits me, you know, my character's gonna get stunned a bit because from the more physical attack. And I didn't want to take those homing soul mass to the face because it's gonna, like, it might kill my character. I don't know. So I didn't want to take any risks. Not taking any chances here. Okay, so what I found out is you can just stay on this little platform here. Little concrete platform. Thanks to Brian, one of my friends were fighting this boss, and then he found out this tactic that you can just stay on the concrete area, and then Najka won't be able to get you from there. And he thought at first it was just like he wasn't sure because he only performed it a few times and he killed the boss, and I just dodged the boss overall, so I didn't know it either. But I made some tests and it does work, so that's pretty cool. I never knew it until he brought it up. Alright, so at this point we pretty much got the fight in the bag here, because both of her tails just got cut off. She still has her magic though. Even with her tail cut off, I believe sometimes she'll still do tail attack, I believe. I don't know. Best time to get damage in tail attacks, and when she rises from underground, like after she does this little, I don't know, she roams around in the sand, and when she jumps up, make sure you don't stand right in front of her when she jumps down. Okay, you will take damage. Like, I don't know what kind of, like, I don't know. You'll take damage if you're too close in front of her when she jumps up. And when she does this, you can just run straight for her and you'll dodge her. You'll avoid her spell overall. So it's pretty freaking easy. And that's Najka. Najka down, and we still got 2 more bosses in this area, and then we're done with this area. Yeah. And it's been running, the clip's been running like 23 minutes. We're pretty close to the end of the video here. I'm just gonna be running past this little part here before ending the clip. Doors of Pharros. No point of resting on a bonfire because we're not gonna be able to. So I'm just gonna stick towards the left here. Speed run past through these guys because the elephant's coming up. I didn't want to get hit by that guy. He does a lot of damage if you take his hit. Okay, so I'm just gonna be running away. Okay, so it seems clear. And let me switch back my shield to the Drangleic Shield, which blocks 100% physical damage. That's why I have this. Alright, now this guy's gonna toss his axe. No problem. Just bait him to throw both of his axe, and he won't have any weapons. But be careful, don't underestimate this guy because his punches hurt like hell too. So you want to be really careful even after he doesn't have any weapons. His fists hurts, okay? Alright, so we got this guy down, and we got the old mundane stone. That's cool. Right here I was trying to take out the crystal lizard, but I didn't manage to. but that's fine. Just gonna speed run through this part here. You wanna make a beeline for this part before the guy blocks your path. Do I end up taking out this guy? Do I? I think I do. Their shield are pretty good for fire bosses, okay? Because it blocks 100% fire damage and also 100% physical damage. So if you guys are having trouble with the Smelter Demon or the Iron King, you guys can use that shield to block their fire attacks. And yeah, this is pretty much the end of the clip here. Thank you all for watching. I hope this video has helped you guys out on how to get through the Sinner and Najka, okay? So yeah, I'll see you guys next time when I take on more No Death, No Bonfire in Dark Souls 2. Alright, yeah, take care and bye-bye. Holmes out.